Hello there people, this is Mr. Critic and you're watching my Let's Replay of Panzer General. The Grand Campaign Part 73, the quick version of Washington Part 1. So yeah, the time has come. I'm actually kind of scared, but yeah, this is it. We'll try and win Washington as quickly as possible. Again, thank you for all of your comments, suggestions, everything. New subscribers, well, one left me, I'm not sure why, you bastard. But otherwise, new subscribers, thank you so much. But like I said, now we are here, Washington. Can we win in 8 turns, 7, maybe even 6, or perhaps, you know, it's impossible and we'll win like in 9 or 10. I'm not sure, actually. But I have devised a plan, did some testing, don't worry, I didn't play the entire scenario or something, you know, just the deployment and everything, and also, of course, disbanding a lot of unnecessary units, both auxiliary and core. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Core units will be disbanded as well. Okay, take a deep breath with my favorite SIG, and here we are. Deploy your troops. Now you are, of course, familiar with the map. But you are not familiar with the tactics yet. So first, one more thing. I thought about not showing you upgrading part, but then I would also had, you know, to omit the deployment part. And since, let us admit it, we are all geeks here, Panzer General geeks. So I want to show you everything. So let us start. First we'll upgrade 4 of our breach engineers to paratroopers. Why 4? Well, because we only have 4 air transports available, and you know, I would prefer, you know, to upgrade all of them to paratroopers and use them all. Fortunately not possible. Now we'll upgrade 6 of our Panther A's to Panther G's. Why 6? Well, because we will actually disband 5 tanks. They are not necessary for our success. I will explain why, don't worry. Okay, so now we have 6 Panther G's. Perfect. And of course, very important, we'll upgrade all of our fighters to Heinkel's 162s. Yeah, I think you are also wondering about tactical bombers, and I have to say that after a lot of thinking I have decided to keep the Stukas. Yeah, you'll see why also. So this means that the upgrading part is done. Let me just check if all of our paratroopers are without land transports, which is necessary, of course. And we have 6 Panther G's. Yeah, it's a small difference, but still. Panther G's are better than Panther A's. All fighters are Heinkel's, excellent, and this is it. Okay, now for the deployment. You've seen this before. So paratroopers will go here. Plus, we'll also place 2 of our level bombers here. And one thing that will not change, even though I was thinking really hard about it, is we'll again start with 2 fighters here to deal with the British. Since we will have to, you know, destroy all of the airplanes in enemy airplanes in order to you know, bring our paratroopers safely to Washington. Okay, now ground units. So forget about Panther A's, Panther G's. Here and here. Here and here. Plus here and here. Yeah, before you tell me this in the comments, we could have ignored you know, this sector completely and disband even more units, but I decided not to do this for 2 reasons. First, well, I kind of like destroying enemy units. No, kidding. But 2 reasons. We don't need that many empty slots for auxiliary units, plus if we, after the first turn, if we destroy enemy units, we get prestige and we'll need a lot of it. So it is of course possible to do this without deploying our core units here, but and now for the breach engineers. We'll not disband them since they are better against fortified targets than our Panthers. So 1 breach here, 2nd one here, and the 3rd one here. And this is it for our ground units. These 5 guys will be disbanded. Yeah. Okay, now for the remaining of the air units. I've tested this, so don't worry. We need 3 fighters in the area. Everything else will be Stukas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is it. And the rest of the Stukas will now of course also be deployed. 2 here, 2 more here. How many do we still have? 3 more. Okay, so what to do with you? 1, 2, 3 maybe. And we still have 4 fighters. Okay. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually here and here, and you can come here, plus the rest of our fighters. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Whoa. If I make a mistake, I will load the deployment again, you know, so please do not hold it against me if this happens. And I will not do another introduction, even though I guess I sound very cool. Okay, now for the rest of our ground units, like I said, 5 Panthers. We'll deploy them here, since we will also disband them. So 5 Panthers, and now this is it. Let us save. Now don't worry, this test, you know, was a dry test. So washing 001. And now, before I take a little pause, which I will, I will first now again look away, people who dislike this part. I will now show hidden units. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, look away. Okay, so now these are the enemy air units. In the first couple of turns they will be our major problem, and these are the enemy ground units plus naval units, of course, but we will kind of ignore naval units. You'll again see why. Okay, now hidden units back to on. You can look back. So now for disbanding. So yes, we will disband our entire navy. Which makes sense, I think, since, you know, you don't actually need the navy to win the Washington scenario. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is boring, you know, but otherwise I couldn't show you the deployment part, and then again somebody would complain, and, you know, I really like to please you guys. And yeah, now for something more unorthodox, we'll disband 5 of our tanks. So bye bye Panther Ace. And we'll disband all of the auxiliaries, I mean ground auxiliaries, of course. We'll keep the air auxiliaries. They will be useful for our plan. Okay, I'm guessing this is it. Now take a look. We have 11 core slots and 19 auxiliary slots available. So we can now purchase 30 units, and we will. And before I take a little pause, you know, just to let you ponder what MrKritik has come up with, all of them will be air units. Yeah. So now time for a little pause. Be right back.